Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Dustin Sumner. Today I'm going to be giving y'all an informative video on how to disassemble and reassemble an AR-15. Next slide. What you will need for this is, of course, an AR-15 and a Gerber multi-tool. Next slide. The first thing that you will make sure that you do, and that you say I've already done, you'll remove the magazine from the weapon. You also check to make sure that the chamber is clear on the weapon. The way you will do this is by grabbing the charging handle and pulling it back towards you, which allows your bolt to come to the rear. You will then press this pin and push your charging handle forward. That holds your bolt to the rear. You will point it in a safe direction and you will examine the inside of the barrel in the chamber to make sure there are no rounds. Next slide. After this is complete, you will push the same button that you locked your bolt with and let your bolt go forward, ensuring that there are no rounds inside of it. Now we will begin by disassembling the AR-15. When we do this, we will start by taking the rear pin, which is located right here. You'll go to the opposite side and press it in, and then come to this side and pull the pin out. Be careful when you're doing this because it will hinge forward and it will pinch your finger if you're not careful. The next step we will do is remove the front pin. You will do this by holding the upper, pushing the pin, and pulling it out to disassemble the weapon into two parts. Next slide. Now that we have the weapon in two pieces, we will start by removing the bolt and the charging handle from the upper assembly. You will do this by grabbing the charging handle and pulling it back towards you. This allows the bolt and the charging handle to come out freely. You will lay them to the side for the time being. Next slide. Now that we have the bolt and the charging handle removed from the upper, we'll focus on the lower. What we will be doing here is removing the buffer spring from the buttstock of the weapon. You will do this by pressing in and pulling down this little pin. Once that is complete, you'll remove the buffer spring and the hold, and you will lay it to the side. Next slide. Now that we have those took out, you will lay your upper and your lower over to the side, and we're going to focus on the bolt. What we'll do to start with, to disassemble the bolt, you'll get your Gerber multi-tool and you will pull this cotter pin out of the side. Make sure that you keep a close watch on this and you lay it to the side. When you pull your cotter pin, your firing pin, which is located in here, will fall out. Be careful not to lose that. Lay it to the side with your cotter pin. Then you will press this star backward and turn the block until it is like that, and you will remove the block and lay it to the side. Then remove your star from inside of it. Next slide. Now what you will do here is, once you have your bolt broken down to this point, you'll make sure you use the proper cleaning techniques and you will clean the bolt. Then we'll start by reassembling it. What you will do first is take your star, and if you look at it, the holes are two different sizes. Make sure you take the bigger hole and insert it forward in there until it lines up with this hole. You'll take your block, you'll slide it in and turn it. Once your block is turned, you will fully extend the star forward. You will take your firing pin and you'll place it back inside the hole. Once that is complete, you'll grab your cotter pin and you will place your cotter pin back in the same hole that you pulled it out from. Now that that is complete, we will move on to the next slide. Now that all that is done, you'll take your upper and with the proper cleaning oil and a wire brush or the snake that runs the barrel, you'll properly clean the barrel and the star chamber. Once that is done, you'll begin to next slide. You'll then clean your buffer spring and this. You'll insert that back into your buffer spring and reinsert it into the buttstock of your weapon until it clicks into place. Once that is done, you will take your charging handle and your bolt, and you'll find the groove that the charging handle lines up into, and you'll place your bolt inside of it, and you'll slide it forward. Once that is done, you'll reattach your lower to your upper by reinserting the pins. And you will charge your weapon, and that completes the video on how to disassemble and reassemble an AR-15. Thank you.